It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it will be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Warriors 17.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Broken tackle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, but he's getting a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 68, 70 Razor, 70 Razor. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They're going for it. It's Murray. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Raiders! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra ball by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 51 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Justin. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm on
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
18, ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. We saw plenty of throws like those in the swamp last fall. It's a first down for the rookie from Florida.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 22.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought Yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And I think the ball's out. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Michael Williams with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It's 4th down and goal.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. It's a gain of 34.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great...
And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Niners 14, Raiders 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Cowboy 80.
So that does it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Back in a moment. It's a close game here early on. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Murray now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let go.
They're going to look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well,
yeah.
Right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw again. That's to Bowers once again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
60 Bison,
2nd and 11. Now he'll take this and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneer. Cut it. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Back to throw now on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Come on. Cougar 19.
They'll set up a throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Finds Pickens out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Here's 3rd and 9.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And points result, we'll call this play significant.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Lions. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Completes this one to Thornton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
60 Vikings.
That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
This is 2nd and 8.
Get it. 70 Lions. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
19 tight. Let's go now. Rocco 80.
They'll drop to throw. Get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Gain of 14. First down, 49ers.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Short throw caught by Bowers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 65-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock in the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Get it! Deputy Timberwolf! Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. 49ers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Third down and 13. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Buffalo 18.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back to finish off the big one, the Super Bowl 62, as we get you set for the 4th and final quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Michael Williams able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you have extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers are starting to pull it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
42. Raiders 16.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 3. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
60 Maverick, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Nick Bosa in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now 3rd down and very long.
Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brought down that time by Nolan Smith.
As the Raiders' 32-yard line.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
19 Tiger. Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Take go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey. Hawk 70. Ready.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.